guys, it's Alex, and today I'm going to be answering some of your questions about me going off to college pretty soon. I leave in less than a month. I move in August 15th and today is July 20th. Also, if my voice sounds weird, I have a little bit of a sore throat because I went to Universal on Saturday with some friends and we were screaming a lot while we were there. So sorry if my voice sounds weird. I asked on my Instagram as well as my YouTube, like on the community post thing, like what questions you guys had for me. Make sure to follow me on Instagram at Alex__Boynton so you don't miss out in the future if you have any questions for me. And if you guys still have additional questions after this video, feel free to leave them in the comments below and I will most likely be able to answer them. All right, let's get started. Are you planning on having a meal plan? So yes, I am planning on having a meal plan. I think that it will be a good idea to do because I don't really cook like at all, and it'll just be a lot more convenient to be able to go to the dining hall. I can eat pretty basic foods and be satisfied with it, like mac and cheese, like chicken nuggets, like I'm good. I don't know exactly which meal plan I'm gonna pick yet. I'm still trying to decide on that, but I am definitely going to have one. Are you worried about the school being too big? Not really. I'm going to Florida State University, if you did not know. It's in Tallahassee, Florida, and it is a pretty big school. In 2017, it showed that the enrollment was 32,812, so it is a decent size. It's pretty big, and the campus is big, but actually toured two different times. And like when you walk around on the campus, because like all the buildings are brick and everything for the most part, the campus just feels very cohesive and it doesn't feel like really spread out or like huge, like you're having to walk super far. It's like a big school with a small campus feel. In terms of like it being too big, like with the amount of people, I feel like I'm kind of happy about that because I feel like it'll give me a lot of opportunities to like meet people, especially ones that like I'll get along with, because I came from a small private school and I felt like in terms of making friends, it was somewhat limited because my graduating class was a little bit under 200 people. Really not that big, so I'm excited to be able to have my like options open. And leading me into what are you most excited for? I'm most excited to like meet new people and just like make new friends and like build those connections. No one asked what major I'm doing, so I'm just gonna tell you. For right now, I'm planning on double majoring in business and psychology, but I'm starting off with psychology. The reason why I'm doing this is because I was just gonna do psychology at first, but then I learned that the amount of credit hours you need to complete a psychology degree is very minimal compared to some other majors, so it wouldn't be like that big of a deal if I like added something to that. Like I would just, it'd be kind of a waste if I just did psychology. I'm deciding to do business also, and I think that that'll give me a lot more flexibility in the future because I don't exactly know what I want to do as a career yet, but I am like really interested in psychology. I love taking psychology this past year, so I'm excited to like take classes that I'm actually like interested in. And thankfully, because of a lot of my AP credits, I have a lot of the general requirements out of the way. Not all of them, but like a lot of them, so I'm actually like able to take like a psychology class this semester. Do you already have roommates, and how hard was the process? So I do have a roommate. I don't know if every school does this, but I would assume so. There will be like an Instagram account for your school and like your class. So mine was like FSU class of 2025. And there was also like a Facebook one, and you could like DM them some photos of you and then a like description, and then they would post it. And then based on that, people could like look at it and be like, oh, I think that I might want to room with them. So then you would DM them and you guys can talk. So I actually met my roommate through the Instagram one, and it seems like we have some stuff in common, and I feel like it's gonna be really good. And in terms of like the process, like the whole Instagram thing, I made it sound really easy just now, but it wasn't that easy. There was actually another girl that I thought I was gonna room with, and then that ended up not working out because like we wanted different living situations. She wanted to live in like one of the apartment style ones and I didn't. You have to like be proactive in the sense that like message a lot of people, even if you like don't know, like obviously like message people that you feel like you would like be good roommates with, but don't like wait. Don't be like, oh well, I don't need to like worry about it now. Like do it as soon as possible, because you never know if things are gonna fall through like a certain person. Because I remember like when it was approaching the like roommate request deadline, a lot of people were still like messaging me being like, do you have a roommate? And I was like, yeah, sorry, I already do. And like also, you could always do a random roommate, but just for me personally, I could not even imagine doing that because I just immediately imagine like the worst case scenario. And I know some people have a good experience with it and others don't, but that's because it's random. So I prefer to having that in my hands and knowing ahead of time like the kind of person I was gonna be with. Are you going to join a college Young Life group? Yes, Florida State does have Young Life as far as I know. That's what I've heard. But yeah, I definitely want to join that because Young Life has just changed my life so much, been the most influential thing I've ever done in my life, so I definitely want to continue to do that. I eventually want to be a Young Life leader, so I feel like that I definitely want to stay involved in doing that. And also a question that kind of goes along with that, are you planning to do any on-campus ministry stuff? I also want to do that as well. There's like a lot of different ones. I don't know exactly which ones I want to be involved with, but I know that I definitely want to be involved. Something that involves like campus ministry for sure. I'm very excited to like find like which church I want to go to in the area and like finding a group of people that like we can all go to church together. That's really exciting to think about because I definitely still want to go to church just because that is such a like literally like the most important thing to me is like pursuing my relationship with God and strengthening that. So I definitely want to be involved in as many ways possible with that. We have a few more. Okay, these are about swimming. So someone said, did you get a scholarship for swim? I did not. My swimming never got to the level where it was like scholarship material, and I'm totally fine with that. It doesn't like make me upset to say that or anything. There was a time that I was like, I want to swim in college, and that's okay if I have to go to like a Division III school and it's a smaller school. But then I kind of started thinking that like academics needs to be my priority at school, and that's totally fine that like if that's different for you, but for me personally, I wanted academics over sports to be my priority, partly because I was a lot stronger in academics compared to swimming. But I decided that that was the route I wanted to go, and I actually really wanted to go to a bigger school, kind of like how I was talking about before, how my high school is very small, so I wanted to change from that. I did not get a scholarship for swimming, but I did get a scholarship for academics, and I also have the scholarship for Bright Futures, which is if you're a Florida resident and you're going to like a public school. Private schools also like will do it, but not the same amount. Like if you go to a public school in Florida and you have like certain requirements, it's like 100 community service hours, certain SAT or ACT score, like certain GPA, they will cover your tuition. So I got that and an additional academic scholarship. So that's that question. I know that was long. Will you stop swimming when you start? So I know I just said my priorities were shifting and everything, but I am going to continue to do swimming at Florida State, but I'm going to be on the club team because I do love the sport and just want to do it to stay in shape and meet other people and just like that whole side of it. And I still really enjoy like doing it. Yeah, I'm going to continue to do club swimming, and we still get to do meets with that. I think we get to travel for some of those meets as well. So I'll still be able to give you guys some swimming content. That's not gonna go away. Those are all the questions I got, but before I end the video, I kind of just want to touch on how I'm feeling about going to college and everything. For me, it's like I really appreciated like all of like my high school years, but like at the same time, like high school wasn't the thing for me. It was like great in an academic point of view. Like for the most part, I had really great experiences with teachers and my classes and everything. With academics, I never really like struggled, but where I found like my biggest struggle in high school was like the more social aspect and just like finding people that kind of aligned with my like morals and values. Not that I didn't find anyone with that, but it was just like a lot more limited. And I feel like I kind of met my friends more through like Young Life, which like was partly through school, but also I've met kids in other schools, and then also through swimming because our pool and my school got used by a lot of other schools because like our club team wasn't exclusive to just our school, so I met a lot of other kids from other schools too. So like while I was actually in school, it was a lot harder. I think that just like made me stronger as a person and like made me more confident in who I am. And even though like I didn't really feel like I fit in at my high school, I wouldn't change a thing about my high school experience because it just grew me as a person. You know, that was part of God's plan for my life, so I'm totally fine with that. But with that being said, I am beyond excited for college to start because I feel like I'm gonna be able to make those connections with people and find people that kind of align with my personality more and just like what I stand for and everything. I'm sad to leave home in the sense that like I'm gonna miss my family, but the good news is that I'm not going too far away. I'm still gonna be in the same state as them, so I will be able to visit more than if I was out of state, which is good. And I feel like that I'll be pretty good at being independent, being on top of things and being organized in my schoolwork. I think that I do a very good job of that, so I'm not really worried. And this is really random and a lot of people like laugh when I tell them this, but I'm like, no, I'm genuinely excited for this. So I got a hammock on Amazon, like one of the e-news, because Florida State has a lot of trees. I want to like put up my hammock and like read my book and just like watch the sunset and just like little things like that, because the campus there is so gorgeous. So I'm just excited to like walk around and like discover new coffee shops. I have most of my dorm shopping done, so the dorm shopping haul should be coming, I'd probably say the end of the month, beginning of August maybe. I was gonna end the vlog. This is not a vlog. I'm gonna end the video here. Once again, if you guys have any questions, feel free to leave them below. I'd be happy to answer them. I cannot wait to see what the next 4 years and just like the next year, the next couple months honestly, is gonna hold for my life. And I'm really excited that you guys are gonna be a part of that, and I can't wait to like film that and share it with you guys. Really hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. Make sure to comment, like, and subscribe. Turn on post notifications so you get notified every time I upload a new video. Follow me on Instagram at alex__Boynton, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!